Hey guys, and welcome back to a Noob's Guide to Dark Souls from a noob. Now, what you just saw did have a purpose. We don't want to be invaded while we're going through Blight Town, which, by the way, is the name of the next area we're going through. So, if you're following along with this guide, I do want you to kill yourself here, which sounds kind of funny to say, but you don't want to be invaded. This area, when you're first playing through, is nasty enough on its own. You don't need another player messing it up for you. That being said, this area does have a few exploitable weaknesses, and we're going to be taking advantage of them. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to notice that the walkways here are very small. And that's very important, because all the walkways in this level are very small. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take a look at everything. You can see it's very narrow. You can see a guy down there, then you can see another one back. Oh no, it's the same guy. So, let's walk on down, and you see this guy has a rather large club. Now, there's a couple ways you can defeat these guys. The first one you just saw is parrying. The second one is you can run past, block and run past, and then block through their attacks, and attack. I don't prefer the block through their attacks and then attack method. Now that I figured out how to parry them, I prefer this much more. Another thing that you can do is wait for them to attack, block, circle around behind them, and then backstab them. Now you can see that one of his buddies came, which is very bad. What you're going to want to do as a new player is you're going to want to stay back. Oops. I'm not entirely confident in parrying that move, so I'm not going to try to. Ow. Okay. I wonder if we can just get like a combustion in on this dude. Real quick and easy. Got him. Now, they're going to do this roar attack every now and then, and it's going to confuse you your first couple times playing, because they have an attack that looks very similar to it where they lunge forward. This roar attack, however, is a very good place to backstab, to get a two-handed backstab off on them. Or that move, but, you know, don't mess up the backstab. Oops, unlevel ground caused the parry to be messed up. Now, you can get them to fall off, and you can also do this. You don't have to kill them, just knock them off the ledge, and they die, and you get the souls. They do drop dung pies quite often, which will toxic enemies and yourself, if thrown enough. But other than that, they're not very useful. Now, what I want you guys to do from here on out is to equip the spider shield. It's going to become very important coming up. So let's talk. I feel like I didn't talk about very basic strategy with these guys. Your best way of attacking them when you're new is to wait, circle around, and then get the backstab. Like right here, backstab window. Or another tactic that you can use, as I briefly discussed, is to block and attack. Okay, so we accidentally aggroed one of those guys. Gonna pull back and heal. Ow, broke my guard. Okay. Now these little guys, how to avoid them? Well, you're going to want to pull these guys back over here. Knock down some of these. By the way, the noise will not cause anyone to come to be aggro towards you. And then you're just going to want to... Ow. Not fail a parry. Then you're just going to want to fight them over here one-on-one. Alright. Whew. Close call. See if I can get a dung pie. Yep. Let's read the description of that real quick. Oops. Atrocious fecal waste matter. Those throw an enemy to build up toxins, but also builds up your own toxicity. Although the stench makes it difficult to carry in one's person, turning an enemy toxic inflicts high damage over a period of time. That's what's really going to be affecting the player coming up, is toxic. Actually, you know what? Hold on one second, guys. There we go. Okay. I didn't mean to get toxic there, but it's a very good example. Look it up at our health bar and see how much damage we're taking. Now, this is terrifying, right? That's a lot of damage. You didn't really see what toxic to was. It that little guy? What is it? So what I want you to do, don't panic, first of all. come and equip your blooming purple moss. Eat it, and the toxin disappears. Toxin will run its course, but you will burn through several Estus flasks doing so. Alright, so how to deal with the toxin. You see this guy, come over, block through him or run around him, and then keep running until you're back here. You can see someone shooting something at us. Those are toxic darts. Those darts will cause toxin immediately. There is a set of armor that we're going to be getting pretty immediately that defends against toxin, but other than that, there's really no defense except for the spider shield. Now watch. We build up no toxin meter while we're blocking through these attacks with the spider shield. Now, just to demonstrate this, okay, whoops. Sorry guys, that's my cat. Now, to demonstrate this, we're going to block. You can still see we take reduced toxin damage, but it still exists. So, let me just pet my cat to get him to go away real quick. He hasn't seen me all day, so... Oops, of course I missed. I've been drinking another Estus flask. Now, we're going to block through, and I come up, and you need to wait for a lull in his attack pattern. Like that when he turns around. They have very low health, and killing them grants 500 souls, which isn't terrible, and it grants... and those guys do not respawn. And those guys are what makes this area of the game just so terrible. I believe there's like 4 or 5 scattered throughout the level. And killing them is permanent, and you don't have to worry about them ever again until your next playthrough in this level. Got a Soul of a Proud Knight there. We'll wait before unequipping that. Now, how to deal with these guys. They're very weak, but they have an interesting attack. I want to see if I can prompt this guy to do it. Okay. All these attacks can be easily blocked through and then just counterattacked. They're also easy to backstab. You just circle around, lower your shield, and backstab. Now, let's see if we can get him to do it. Come on. That move right there. When he does that, I want you to back up as far away as possible, because that move will probably kill you. It's very powerful, and it's extremely annoying. Now, real quick before I forget. Now, for a new player, I want you to take Homered Bones off, and instead replace them with Blooming Purple Moss, and then regular Purple Moss. Once again, just so you guys know, you can find purple moss. You can buy purple moss and blooming purple moss from the undead merchant in the sewers. Excuse me, guys. My throat's a little bit iffy today. Now, if you come over here and you smash all these, you can see that atop that tower over there is a drop. It is the Iaito. I'm not going to be getting the Iaito this playthrough, mainly because I think that as a new player, you don't want to get it. But I'm going to be showing it, but it's going to be later on and probably in my my replay playthrough. Alright, so a little secret hidden path over there behind that rickety fence, and then you see we get these shadow leggings. These offer great protection against poison and toxin, to the point where you can actually take one blow dart without being toxined, whereas normally you can take none and get toxined. Alright, come over here. There should be a soul of a Proud Knight. Now, you're going to look down here, and you're going to look around, and you're going to feel lost, because there's no ladder or anything. The game does force you at this point to come down here, and you saw stuff running by. This is a very tricky area of this part of Blighttown. Those dogs you saw running by breathe fire. And you can see one of the guys suicided. Those guys over there breathe fire. Oh, we almost died because I wanted to turn back. So, tactic to beating these guys. First of all, don't fight out here, because you just saw something. You're seeing stuff hit around us. Those are blow darts. There's a blow dart guy in the next area. So pull them back, away from the breathe fire. You can tell when they're breathing fire when they are when they stop and pause. Now, by coming over here, you're going to aggro these guys from atop their ledge. You can hear my cat freaking out over there. So, just come back over here. Don't worry, this place is much larger, and you come to your first bonfire. Make sure to light and rest at this bonfire. It is very important. Now, you know what? I want to explore over here real quick. I don't think I've ever explored. See if we can get the EI, though, from below. No, but there's a ladder. Ooh, I've never explored this part of Blighttown. Alright, let's talk about being on a ladder. If there's an enemy on a ladder, I don't recommend that you kick down on them. I recommend that you climb up, because usually kicking down results in that, and you get stamina beat out of you. Now, these guys by themselves are not difficult, but when they gang up, they can just beat you around until you kind of just die, which can be really bad and really angering. But the main point to them is that you want to... Not sure I want to go over there. The main point to them is that you want to kill them one by one with either a strong attack or an attack that hits multiple enemies. Okay, tip for new players, don't do what I did. Just completely ignore this part, because those bridges are terrifying. Alright, now let's talk about getting lost in Blighttown. This is extremely easy, and it takes some know-how and some getting used to. The ladders in this part of the area or in this part of the game are extremely well hidden, and honestly, can be quite frustrating to find. Okay, I know where I am. I'm just trying to remember where to go. See, I'm lost, and I've played through this area 9 zillion times. I think it's on the left side of that wall that you can jump down and not die. But we're not going to do that just in case I'm wrong, which I probably am. Alright, let's talk about navigating these bridges. Basically, I find it easier with keyboards, because you have a lot more jaded movement, like you saw there. Basically, whenever it's moving left, you want to move left along with it. Whenever it's moving right, you want to move right along with it. It sounds simple, but it's actually exactly what you want to do. Another good thing to do is to unequip all your armor if you've killed all the enemies, because then you can make a lot faster movements. Now, moving on. We've already tackled the dogs, so we know how to defeat them. Don't go up the ladder necessarily. There's some enemies up here, so if you want to take care of them before moving on, that's something you can definitely do. Because I find that usually when I'm moving on, these enemies are pulled. Oh, we almost had a demonstration of what that move looks like. By the way, if this is an enemy in a pot, you don't have to kill him. He'll never be freed from the pot. But you know what? We're being mean today. Alright, so killing those enemies is definitely a good idea if you're a new player, since there's only one up there that really poses a problem. Since when you come over here, I've turned around before and found that those guys followed me. So to defeat this area, you're going to want to turn the corner. This guy's going to immediately leap out at you from over here, so you're going to want to block and attack, and then do one of two things. Either keep running through, which I don't recommend, or pull back. You can see that blow dart guy shooting at us. You don't want to be toxic here when you're surrounded by enemies. So you're going to want to pull this guy back, hopefully with a ranged weapon, and then attack. The dogs have very little health, but they deal a lot of damage with their fire and can easily stun lock. Now don't fight these guys out in the open. Keep on running. Just keep on running, because you are safe behind this wall. Now, quick note about that lunging attack. It's stopped if you attack them. Wait, what? I didn't ask for that. I don't think I ever hit X or Z to switch weapons. Okay, that was bizarre. Alright, so you're over here. You're worried about the toxic dart guy. Don't worry about him for now. We're going to deal with him later. Just keep on moving forward. For now, he cannot hit you. Alright, looking for the ladder? So remember, it's right after the stairs end. So climb down the ladder. Alright. Now you want to be careful, because, as we just saw, there are enemies around, and they will be drawn to you. There's a decent amount of them, but the ladders make it easy for you to stop them, mainly because they all kind of have to funnel. But you can see already another guy has joined us. Alright, take him out. Again, these guys are relatively simple. They don't even take off a lot of damage, stamina, when you block through them. So what you're going to want to do, instead of going over there, and to that ladder, you're going to want to come over here. For a very special item in this game that's very powerful. Alright. You're going to want to slide on down, and again, to slide down, you just press shift, or whatever button it is that you roll with. Oh, I forgot about this guy. Alright. So you're coming around the corner, and there's this toxic blow dart dude that I forgot about because I'm terrible. Oh yeah, and by the way, toxic is healed when you rest at a bonfire. Just that you should know. So you're going to come down here. And by the way, if you have plenty of blooming purple moss, those darts take off no poise, if I remember correctly. So just go and hit them and tank them, and then pop some moss. So be careful going here because you can easily fall off. But you're going to come over here, and you're going to get the eagle shield. Now let's get on more stable ground. Then let's look at the eagle shield. Oops. Okay. There we go. You can see it blocks 95% of physical damage. Now, I've talked about this before, and that's not bad. But, I mean, it's not 100%. Now, you can see it blocks 55% of magical damage. That's pretty potent. Only 45% of fire damage, but 75% of lightning damage, and has 70 stability. You can see some of those stats are better than what we have on our tower kite shield. Especially the fire defense. Oh no, I'm sorry. Especially the magic and lightning defense and the stability. However, for the area coming up, you're definitely going to want either the tower kite shield and especially the spider shield. Alright. Let's re-equip the spider shield and move on. By the way, that one blow dart guy that we killed down here is not the one that was attacking you at the near the bonfire. There's one more. He's much higher up. We'll be dealing with him soon. But before we do that, let's head over here and use the ladder. Use the bonfire. Jeez. Alright, so you see we have two options. Go down or fight that thing. Down will continue you forward. This way will get you a pyromancy. So of course, we want the pyromancy. Now, a couple ways you can do this. You can attack at his feet there. Or we have crossbows. Or do we have fire bombs? We may not have any fire bombs, but if you have fire bombs, this is a good way to spend them, and especially if you have arrows. I think that's my first death to any enemy in this game. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's keep on moving then. Death happens in this game. You just gotta learn from it. At least that's my philosophy. There we go. I don't think I've ever been killed by that thing before. It's funny for you guys to witness my first on-screen camera. I am so stupid. My first on-screen death. Now, when wood and chunks of stuff start falling, that means that these guys are beginning to come down. So you want to be very aware of that. You can also listen for the sounds of like pots smashing, as long as you're not near the pots. Okay, let's continue. Once again, keep on running through. I think you can actually walk through. I don't think you have to run. But I think if you walk, you're fine. Oh man. Yay, fat rolling to dodge and attack. Once again, you can see that broke his attack. So one thing I really like about the Claymore, it has a lot of range. You saw we took out... Oh, we stopped that one guy even though we were sideways from him. It's one funny thing about the Claymore that I really like. Alright. It's just funny. We haven't died yet. I wasn't planning on dying for a while, but you know, again, things happen. Oh goodness. Oh. Now see, this is the one part of the game that I do get frustrated by, and I'm only kind of frustrated right now because I kind of deserve that one. Because I'm trying to rush through. Now let's talk about this. We just lost 15 humanity and 70,000 souls? 80,000 souls? That's a lot of stuff. We can all agree, right? That's a lot of stuff. The 15 humanity sucks. And it's probably what hurts the most because that's items, that item drop. But I was thinking we were going to lose that anyway. It's just a lot earlier than I expected it to. And the souls, we weren't going to level up with them anyway. The only thing that they were doing for us was securing, like, us buying stuff. So it doesn't really upset me about the souls, but the humanity was kind of nice. Man, that, okay. Huh. But how to deal with that, especially if you're not, like, well, where we were right now, and you don't have, you're planning on leveling up. I recommend going back to an early area and farming. That's my actual recommendation. Alright, now let's, okay, we can roll through. Let's play this actually intelligently. I really must be off today. Whoa, almost lock-on fail. What's one of my main complaints with this game? You can see a really big guy over there. The lock-on system in this game gets me killed more often than I think the game itself does. Okay, so this is a bit of a situation. How to deal with this kind of situation? Back into a corner. Ooh, I actually landed that parry. We got that guy. Now here's the good thing about these guys. Their lunging attacks often put their back to you if you can just circle around them. So, that's a good place to backstab them. But what's funny is that was actually easier than the area ahead where those guys actually are. Don't want to try this again, because that pyromancy that he's guarding is really nice. Let's try this. Oh, we don't have enough dexterity for that thing. Okay, do we have the great axe? No. Okay. Let's go with the heavy crossbow. Let's cook up some bolts. Alright, here's what you actually want to do, guys. You can't see the damage done, but believe me, damage is being done. The reason why I can't see the damage being done is because we're locked on. We should have enough bolts to kill him, and if not, we'll just go up and like hit him once. Alright, so you guys have actually seen me fail in this game. I'm surprised by it, and I'm also happy for it that, I mean, you guys finally saw me fail. Alright. This may take a little while, but the pyromancy is worth it. It's a very good pyromancy. I think it's the one free pyromancy in this game they actually give you. Oops. Whereas everything else you have to buy. Ooh, heavy bolts even sound different. I wonder if we can see the... Okay, he's not even... Geez, he's not even halfway dead. Okay. I'm hoping that's a glitch or something and that we're actually doing damage to him. That we're not doing like 5 damage. Because that'd be unfortunate. Alright. Come on. It's probably boring for you guys. It's just funny we haven't bought any arrows. Let's try to... I did not just do that. Okay, guys. I'm gonna meet you back here and then we're gonna avoid that guy. I'm sorry, okay? Jeez, it's just funny. Alright. I'll meet you guys back down there real quick. Alright, let's talk about how I got here. I fell from the ledge above us. And somehow, thanks to the Lord, didn't die. I'm not sure how that happened, but you know what? We're just gonna roll with the punches. Alright, let's head back down. Unfortunately, that big guy has respawned. Oh, whoops. Oh, what are you doing? Alright. Now, let's not go for that guy that we wasted all of our arrows, or all of our bolts on. Now, we're gonna have to be careful here, because backing up too much... Crud. You know what? It's just better to take this, because I think we'll live through it. But yeah, you can see it's a nasty attack in both in terms of damage and what he actually does to you. It's just gnarly. Alright. I can't believe we wasted all of our bolts on that guy. Man, being able to parry these guys is so nice. Because those attacks are scary in this area. So being able to learn how to parry these guys is just so nice. Ow. Okay, you can see he built up a lot of poison. That's no bueno. Alright, when he roars, again, free damage. Good time to kill him. Alright. Well, I'm glad you guys are actually seeing me fail. I mean, it makes it seem like I'm actually playing this along with you guys who are new. Since when you first play this game, you're gonna die. So it makes it seem more realistic. Not saying that I'm good at this game in any stretch of the means, but you know. Just because those are our first 2 deaths. 3 deaths? 2 deaths, I think. Alright, so here's the white light. And again, we're going to be getting that one other blood art dude soon. Now you can see we're really starting to get down low. I mean, this is a long ladder here. And you can see... Oh. Yeah, that's a kill zone. Gosh. Fails! They're not even like... I'm just getting frustrated because I'm playing stupid. Alright, you're back. And we're back here. Just kind of want to show a fight with this dude. And where he actually is. Oh, crud. Alright, so the introduction of that guy makes this fight so much harder. Because there's just a whole nother person to look out for. He's not dead. Or basically he's not, because of that dude. Alright, we may die here, but that's okay. Okay, this is just an obnoxious camera angle. There we go, come on. Alright, he's gonna roar. It's a perfect opportunity for us to level the playing field. And you roar twice, okay. I can live with that. And there we go. Whew. Scary times, guys. And stupid times. Jeez, I'm playing so badly. Sorry for that. Alright, now let's actually play seriously. Alright, good. I'm not muted. There we go. Retrieval. Alright, let's slide down. We go the boring way. Alright, new enemy. And also noticing that we don't have a lot of Estus flasks. There's not a bonfire for a while, so you're gonna have to live without and be sparing. Now these guys have very, very low hit points, but that fire attack that you saw them do can deal a decent amount of damage. Yeah, I mean, took off like a fourth of our health. But I mean, one two-handed shot is just gonna kill him. Oh, you know what? We didn't kill the other blood arc dude. We ended up going the wrong way for him. Because I really want... Ah, we got toxicked. Because I really want to show where that is. Okay, we got toxicked. We have to pop a humanity here to heal this toxin. Alright. So we're toxicked. And we don't have any blooming purple moss. This is a good way to show off what to do when you don't have any blooming purple moss. Good thing we didn't backstab. We would have died. Alright. Equip some humanity. Oh, we have 12 humanity. And here's the Wanderer starting set with the Falchion. Or Falchion. Alright. So, when you're toxic and you don't have any blooming purple moss, just start running. I'm going to show you guys the quickest way that I know how to get to the next bonfire so that you can not die. Okay, so you're going to want to run. When it comes to seeing these guys, you get some lag first. You can one-shot those guys with your two-handed claymore attack. Again, they're very weak. Just attack them before they get their attack off. Now you can see these guys are going to swarm. Don't worry about it. Just jump right into the water. Now you can see our poison bar's filling up. And now we're poisoned. What's going on in this place? Okay, don't panic. Pop another humanity. Don't panic. And just keep on running. Now, here's a funny little trick you can do. So look at our stamina bar. You can see it's kind of jumping up and down. Now, when you two-hand your weapon, or you're walking through the swamp or any water like that, you get a little bit of stamina back. Alright, and now we're at the next bonfire. You can see that guy coming interrupted us. So there we go. Alright, we're at the next bonfire. Well, what's the first thing you're going to want to do? Well, first of all, get rid of the humanity and all that. Next thing you're going to want to do is reverse your hollowing. You may say, oh, but we're going to get invaded. Yeah, that's the point. There's another NPC invasion in this area. And plus, we want to kindle the bonfire to get 10 Estus flasks. Alright. So, let's go and get invaded on purpose. Alright, so you're going to come over here, and immediately to the right, there's going to be this guy. You're going to want to kill him, and keep on running, and you see there's another guy coming up. Two-hand your weapon again, and you can make it onto that little inlet of land before he gets off his attack. can see Dark Spirit Maneater Mildred has invaded. There she is. Here's the trick with Maneater Mildred. She has 0 poise, her shield does not block 100% of physical damage, and her Butcher's Knife deals a lot of damage. But you can see she bounces off our shield, and she literally has just no poise whatsoever. She's easily blocked. Oh yeah, and by the way, she's easy to backstab. When she attacks, she's going to take a long time because of the recoil. And then you're going to want to... that's when you're going to want to circle around her and attack. Alright. Oh yeah, I was going to say, we can also take off our Spider Shield now. We get 3 humanity and the Butcher's Knife. Butcher's Knife is a very fun weapon to play with. And we also get a lot of souls so we can level up. Now let's go back to the bonfire and rest, just because to reset the enemies. Then we're going to go get the next one of the rings that we're probably going to be using for the rest of the game. Or at least for the majority of the rest of the game. Alright, attack. Alright, so here's the way that you run through the Great Swamp without being poisoned. You're going to want to wait at these little islands for as long as possible. Well, we have like no poison resistance, so you're going to want to wait as long as possible on those little islands to let your poison meter fill back down. Now you're probably panicking at this point because we're poisoned. Well, the poison damage from the Great Swamp is so little that you probably don't even have to worry about it. Now let's turn around. You can see something's flying toward us. These guys make Blighttown kind of annoying, or the Great Swamp and just above it. These guys always will be respawning. They're always going to be pursuing you, and they can poison you with that attack of theirs. Let's just heal up because we are taking some damage. Typically, your best way to kill these guys is they die at basically anything. So if you can hit them with a bow from long range, or just avoid them. I mean, they're nothing more than a nuisance. Alright, so you can see these slugs. We're going to deal with these slugs a bit later. But for now, we're just going to avoid them. And run up here. Alright. So to get to this area, you're just going to want to run straight and then left from the bonfire. You're going to run up, and we're going to get a plank shield. Alright, that's it. Nope, I'm kidding. You're going to want to run to this wall and jump on through it, for it is a fake wall. Going to come through here, and you're going to get 20 humanities. Then you're going to want to run behind the chest, or attack, and reveal that it's another fake wall. Alright, that's it for the fake walls. We're done. Now, the Great Hollow. We're going to be exploring the entirety of the Great Hollow later, but for now we're just going to be getting the ring from it. Alright. So you're going to want to come over here and light this bonfire for sure, because when we explore this area later, we want to be able to, I think we'll be able to get here kind of via, that's going to be an important bonfire later, I think. Alright, so to get the ring, this is what you're going to want to do. You're going to want to come to the very edge exactly here, and you're going to want to drop off, because right here is the ring, and you cannot get up in here without dropping down. Just cannot do it. Alright, so let's talk about this ring that we just got, called the Chloranthy ring. Boosts stamina recovery. So let's test this. Alright, so let's burn off all of our stamina, and then we're going to regenerate it normally, and then we're going to do it again with the Chloranthy ring, just to show you guys how powerful this ring is. Alright, so there you go. Chloranthy ring. You know what, I probably should have put, now that I think about it, I probably should have put on the Ring of Sacrifice, so we didn't lose all those souls and humanity. I'm a moron. But it's just because I don't ever think about it. Alright. Much faster. The Chloranthy ring is easily one of the most powerful rings in the game. I love it, love it, love it. So let's use one of our Homered Bones and get out of here. So I hope this was a decent guide to Blighttown, because I'm going to be ending this off here. I hope I did okay. If I didn't, please tell me, because I want to be told that I didn't do good so that I can improve, you know? But I hope you guys enjoyed this session. I hope this was helpful for you, because Blighttown kind of sucks. I hope even if my commentary wasn't salient and good, you can at least follow where I went. But yeah, sorry for all the fails, guys. I hope you got a good laugh out of them. I'll see you guys next time when we explore the Great Swamp. See you guys then.